What's up, DMP? Dennis here. I'm 1/3 of the regular What's Up DMP crew. Unfortunately, this week, our footage was corrupt. 60% of it's not usable. I'll give you an example of what it looks like now. As you can see, that's just not the type of quality we want to put out there. And we're not going to be using the footage because it just happens randomly throughout the actual video portion of it. The audio is still really good. It's still fine. So this week's episode, sadly, is going to be mainly audio-based. I'm still going to have a couple images of us talking from the footage that isn't corrupt. As well, this week we actually had a first-year DMP student help us. Brianna, she's a first-year DMP student, was the switcher for us. Unfortunately, all of her cool cutaways and stuff will not be in this podcast. So, quick apology to Brianna. But in retrospect, we got some good news. The good news is now, What's Up DMP is going to become a weekly podcast. At the start, we said it was going to be bi-weekly. Now it's only going to be weekly, mainly because the end of the semester is coming up. More stuff is happening. It's a lot more quick pace. We have more to talk about. And we just want to inform you guys what's going on in DMP. That's the main issue, the main concern. We felt like if we did bi-weekly, we either miss important information to show you guys or tell you guys about. As well, we've heard some comments from people. And the visual part of the podcast now, the one that's going to be on YouTube, is now going to actually show you what we're doing. So we're actually going to show you little edits of what we're talking about a show we did. Like, for example, we just did a Remembrance Day show. This week's episode said I was going to show you that. Unfortunately, since it's actually corrupt, I can't. But I was going to show you what happened in the Remembrance Day show. Like, an issue happened, which we'll find out in a second. So sorry, What's Up DMP fans. Hopefully this won't happen again. Tech issues do happen. And yeah, enjoy the show. Peace.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not reflect those of the station and or Confederation College. And senoritos, Cupesa DMP.
You actually nailed it.
Thank you. That was in the mother tongue.
That was pretty.
That was actually really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, now Italian.
Yeah.
I can't speak Italian. I don't even actually speak Spanish.
Wow.
I Google translated that right before.
You know what? Welcome everyone back to What's Up DMP. Let's
Our
reintroduce
Spanish
ourselves.
viewers.
Yeah. All one of you, maybe.
Who are you?
Just Mitch.
All right.
I am Crazy Carson.
And I am Dennis. And today we have an action-packed show for you. We're going to talk about a week in the life of a DMP student. I think we should start off with the recent show that we did, the Remembrance Day service that we did to honor our veterans here at the college.
I remember that.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
Nothing. It was a bad joke.
Okay, good. Basically, we partnered with Suki. We streamed the Suki event for everyone. So how did it go for you guys? You guys were both directors, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, you are correct. It went all right, right?
Yeah. What was your experience in the?
It was
upper section?
hectic.
Oh, wow.
One thing I learned is that Suki's, they're not mad prepared. That's for sure. So I learned day of that they weren't even going to be the crowd wasn't going to be sitting. They're going to be standing. Right. And that's a problem because we had 3 cameras on the ground when, it would have been a better idea to have more up top. And I originally wanted more up top, but I was outvoted. But,
yeah, because
I was not outvoted. Mike said 3 cameras down below.
And then after he told you to do
and then
I
I was like, then later he was like, we should have done more up top, and I was like, yeah, interesting, hey. Anyway,
It was fun.
yeah, it was fun. It was hectic.
I feel like communication was not the best between us and Suki, especially because we kind of just was sitting there, and then all of a sudden it was live.
Yeah, and yeah, I'll agree with that. I feel like we were trying to communicate though, and Suki was just doing their thing,
Yeah.
and then we were supposed to just be able to know when stuff was gonna happen. But you know what? We rolled with the punches and we got punched.
The punches.
Yeah.
But we lived. So, yeah.
There was one fatal error in the show. It was on me.
Fatal.
Cheetos.
Basically, I was on the switcher. The switcher is the camera that you cut stuff and do cool fades in and fades out. I did a nacho cheese wipe, which for 1 second on actual show it went yellow for a second and then actually cut to the video.
Yeah, but what part of the show was it?
It was during the moment of silence.
We had the most insane moment of silence ever. So picture this. It starts out, people's heads are down. The trumpet guy's playing. Now, trumpet guy was up on like a staircase.
And you
where
couldn't
there
really
was
see
no
him.
light.
You couldn't see him.
So he was barely even a silhouette.
It's a creative look.
But yeah, real creative look.
Yes.
And basically that started like that. There's nothing we could really do about that. But
Nope.
I started cutting to the people in the crowd, and then
Mike said you should do a fade.
then no. It starts out.
Oh,
I get the graphic up.
yeah.
But then
I
my
forgot this.
producer won't name any names, but he's like, "Yo, this isn't the moment of silence. You should take that graphic down." And I was like, "I'm pretty sure it is." And then he's like, "No." And then I'm like, "Okay, you know what? Take the graphic down."
So I took it down.
So my switcher, right here,
Sup?
takes the graphic down, and then I'm still just cutting to like different people, right? And then Mike's like,
It's a moment
"Hey,"
of silence.
yeah, he's like, "You should like fade between those, so it's not such a hard just cut to the next shot." And I'm like, "All right,
Yeah.
switcher, give me a fade." Hits the button, the screen goes orange,
Yellow.
and then
yellow.
goes, or yeah, it's like this nacho cheese, like
nacho
yellow.
cheese yellow.
So it's like it just goes to that, and then to the next shot, and then we're all like, "Oh my god,
What was that?
what happened?" But
Yeah.
oh, and then after that, I was like, "Okay, well, the trumpet guy's done. This is definitely the moment of silence." So fade up my moment of silence graphic, and then the wrong graphic.
Well,
comes
the
up.
wrong graphic was selected.
Yeah.
Sadly.
So it was like one of the poems comes up, and then it just switches to the moment of silence graphic.
Yeah, for like a solid, it was like 5 seconds of the poem and then like 20 seconds of the actual graphic we're
Yeah.
supposed to use. So we had a little bit of
Yeah.
a difficulty.
It was kind of fun because most things that went wrong within the span of 2 minutes.
It really did, yeah.
And it was the 2 minutes to not mess up. You would think it would be the easiest 2 minutes. There's no sound. It's
Yeah.
a moment of silence.
Well, also
No one's
apparently
really
you
doing
were
anything.
yelling on the comms and
I wasn't yelling on the comms.
Apparently
People just
you
had
were.
conversations.
Apparently
I
you
was
were.
talking. I wasn't yelling.
Apparently you were, and everyone heard them. So like everyone's doing the moment of silence. All I hear is, "Give me a better shot. Give me a better shot. Give me a better shot."
Yeah, Jonah refusing to move his camera. I'm like, all cameras other than the trumpet camera, please give me some shots of the people in the crowd. And then everyone does except for Jonah, and I'm like, "Jonah, that includes you." And then he still doesn't move, and I'm like, "Jonah,
Jonah.
give me that shot."
Jonah.
And then eventually he finally gets me a shot, and then zooms right in on some lady. I'm like, "Okay, Jonah, that's too close."
It's way too close. So how was it?
the first part?
Yeah, how was it for you down here in the control room?
Yeah.
It went like, considering how much went wrong right at the start, it went really well because we had literally the piss were working. We had international piss and normal piss about people talking about Remembrance Day. So they were loaded up and running they were working about until 15 minutes before we went live. So they were all working, everything was working fine, and then the computer froze. So our audio guy restarted the computer. When it came back on, none of the videos worked. So we had Mike down here freaking out, Steve down here freaking out. They couldn't. We tried when it did go live. We tried playing the first pith, and it kept freezing on Dennis's face. So then we put it back to our live talent and saved it, and then we ended up running just the first pith after the show, after we came back from you guys, because
Did
it
you
finally
get it
loaded
going,
up.
though?
Just one of them,
I mean, at least we got one.
because they had to like reload onto the computer, which took
Yeah.
a long time.
Okay.
But
Also-
considering what happened, like it was a good learning experience to like do stuff on the fly.
Yeah.
Because
Also, we'll say for
People
people that don't
change.
know what the pits are, it's people in the hallway videos.
yes.
So when we say that, that's what we're talking about. I just
Not
want to get that,
piss,
make that clear for the audience out there.
Like pits, but with a lisp.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what we that's what we
That's a
got
great
called
explanation.
to call it. Yeah.
And on the topic of Remembrance Day, there is a bit of controversy in the news.
Oh, yes, there has been.
Just a little
Yeah.
bit.
We talked about this in class a little bit, but
Which class was it? Let's be exact. And when was it?
So we'll tell why we're
what was
talking
the
about
class
it.
called? Is it?
It was Steve's
Social media marketing.
class.
Yesterday.
So we bring up a lot of topics to have discussions in class to just like talk about bigger points and like say our point of views. And there were some people in our class that have different point of views on the topic, but it was about Don Cherry
And his firing.
yeah,
Yeah.
his quotes about Remembrance Day.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, what
should
he
explain it
said was, I don't know exactly what he said.
Basically, I'll summarize it. I'll paraphrase it a bit. So basically, he said that everyone should wear a poppy, especially you people, informing, basically targeting immigrants. That's what people are assuming from. And he got fired from Sportsnet, I think, a day later or 2 days later after he said these comments.
Yeah, but when you watch the thing, it doesn't sound like he just said you people. It's pretty clear that he means immigrants.
Yes.
And
He was stating it.
yeah, everyone was like, oh, he's just talking about the immigrants. That's
That's not good.
that's rough.
And we were
Should be doing that on
we were
TV.
pretty much saying in class that you
can't be
can
doing
have that opinion, but when you're representing Sportsnet and saying that is Sportsnet's opinion, that's why they fired him.
Well, yeah, I have no I would have fired him.
Yeah,
if he did that, you go on my show. I pay you millions of dollars, and you go in and you
say that as our view.
Say something like that. Yeah, that represents you. Dude, get out of here.
There are people defending him, saying freedom of speech and all of that. But I feel like the best point that I heard yesterday in our class was actually by Brody. When Brody said, well, I didn't wear a poppy yesterday. Am I in that category now? My grandparents fought for our country for this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fought for the right.
It's not a mandatory thing to wear a
do what
poppy
you want.
on Remembrance Day.
Yeah.
I have a question for you too.
Yes.
Say instead of him saying this on Sportsnet, he had his own podcast and said it off of work. Do you think he still should have got fired?
Well, if it was his own podcast, he would be the one running it.
I would say he would.
But say he still worked at Sportsnet and had a podcast, and then he said that on the podcast, and then Sportsnet fired him for that. Would that be bad?
Yeah.
I don't know if they would have fired him if he said it on his own thing.
Yeah.
Because if he would have said something
But my point of
more just straight up mean racist, rather than just I think you people should respect
and maybe a little bit more generic.
the
on
soldiers and stuff.
Yeah.
It might have been different. If he would have said I don't know, something terrible about black people or something, then that would have been a lot different. But I don't know.
If he was, I don't know. Yeah. That's not a scenario.
But haven't actors recently been fired for old tweets they've used?
Yeah, homophobic tweets from 2007, bro.
So wouldn't this kind of go with that though? Because it's not actually in the show. It's personal. It's on the personal account, right? So I feel like his firing chances would still actually be there if he said it in his own personal podcast.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
But what he said wasn't so harsh. He said it not nice, but he still said it. But I feel like if he said it somewhere other than Sportsnet, they would have been don't do that, or gave him a warning. But he has also had a lot of warnings.
I feel like he's gotten a lot of warnings.
Yeah, he's been fired for a couple times for other stuff. I also feel like if he worded it I think that everyone should wear a poppy, maybe not include the you people, he would have been in there.
Yeah. If you would have just said everybody should wear a poppy and just left it at that.
Or I feel like he needs the I statement in there so he could say me, right?
Yeah.
I think you should wear a poppy.
Even still, you're on a sports show. You shouldn't be bringing those, because it's kind of a political view, right? And that's not why viewers are there, because you're just making.
Yeah, they want to talk about the hockey for the 20 minutes in between periods where everything's flooding and people and the people get breaks. So
not fight about if people should be wearing poppies.
That is all.
You're gonna just make a big thing, you know what I mean? Which you kind of did.
Yeah, it rose conversation about it.
Oh
for
my
sure.
God, my Facebook feed is just all
Don Cherry.
It's political.
And it's all Don Cherry.
Maybe that's what he. You think maybe that's what he wanted, to just get even more famous?
I really don't think that's what he was going for.
I think he's just
Don
talking
Cherry
about
doesn't
hockey,
strike
man.
me as the guy who just wants to be more and more famous.
Do you think he knew he was going to get fired by saying that?
No.
Well, no.
No.
I also don't think that he purposely ran through that in his head beforehand. I feel like he was just talking and it just kind of came out.
Yeah, a lot of the times he rants too, right? So he just goes off.
Yeah, so. I don't think that was scripted by him or anything. Okay. So I
don't think it was approved by anyone.
Again, you have to watch what you say, right?
Yeah.
You can't have people saying things that are targeting
your brand.
targeting people by their race. By where they come from,
especially now,
because that's literally racist.
Yeah.
So you can't have people doing that on your show, right? Even if it's an accident.
Yeah, and that's exactly why we talked about it in our Steve's class.
Yeah,
just to bring up the discussion, because a lot of people, these things will happen and they'll just be shy away from talking about it because it's sensitive. But these are the sensitive topics are usually the ones that you should talk about.
Just not on your hockey show.
No, exactly.
Well, since he did, though, drove us to discuss about on-air practices and on-air call-ins, right? So there is some learning aspects could be taken from mistakes, right? So
yeah, you can learn from every mistake.
It's not the,
So can he. Maybe he'll realize that you can't say that on
I'll be honest with you.
That Like if you're representing.
Did
a
you
company.
know he was 85? Because I had no idea he was.
Yeah, I'm not
ages
gonna lie,
well.
he looks pretty good.
He
for
looks
his age.
really good for
He
85.
just wears really nice shoes all the time. So
He
like,
is
you
always in
don't
a
notice.
suit. Maybe that. has an
Yeah,
effect
but
on it.
like he looks really good for 85. I thought he was like
Nice
late 70s, not 85.
Yeah,
That's a lot of years of commentating hockey.
Yeah, he's been on for a long time.
he played hockey too, didn't he?
He played and coached and
For
won
like
a cup.
2 years and
Yeah,
then-
he won a
Wow.
cup too. Yeah, he's been there for a while.
So do you think this like completely diminished his
Reputation?
reputation?
No.
Jeez.
No.
No,
No?
no. The vocal people, like the more vocal people, are the people that are like with Don Cherry.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's so
okay.
many people fighting super hard for like Don Cherry's job back,
There's a
which
lot,
is
man.
like, I don't know. It's like a huge thing.
Well,
'Cause a lot of people
So,
like
yeah,
Don Cherry.
it's not that people like don't like Don Cherry anymore. They're,
just
but
a-
like
Sportsnet just does not agree.
Sportsnet's just like, look, we don't want you representing us anymore.
Yeah.
no.
I wouldn't be surprised if he got something else, like some other gig or something.
It was been
You know
hired
what I
by
mean?
like 3 other different like companies already. So I don't know. I think the only one of the bigger ones he hasn't worked at's TSN.
Do you
Yeah.
think
That's
when he
an
got
option.
fired, other companies were like looking to take him?
Well, he's also 85 years old.
That's true.
But he
So-
does gain viewers. No matter
He-
where he goes, he makes that network increase in viewers.
He does, but like, when is he gonna not be working anymore? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, so the hockey.
I understand that
so
he likes hockey and likes doing it, but like, when you're 85 years old, how long are you gonna be in the game?
You know
for,
how
dude?
hockey works, right? So he's only there Saturday nights. So Hockey Night in Canada.
Yeah,
So that's it. So it's 1 day a week. So
Yeah.
that 1 day a week, all these like networks are fighting for
And
viewership.
he's getting paid billions of dollars.
Yes.
He's getting paid millions of dollars for 1 day.
Yes.
yeah, but
Wow.
like,
Because that 1 day, that's where the primetime ads are in for companies, right? Because it's his hour. People are attracted to him. Instead of people getting out of the couches,
Yeah.
getting food, they're watching Don Cherry
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about analysis. Another thing, I think we talked about the Don Cherry
I could
enough.
talk about that forever.
Yeah, it's a controversial topic. We got hoodies.
oh yeah, hey.
we did. I'm
We
not wearing.
get hoodies.
Yeah, me too.
Mitch didn't. We left him out.
No.
No,
But
he's got one. He
forgot
just
mine.
didn't.
Kristen wants to steal mine already because that's my name on it. So.
why?
Why? What?
Why did
She's
she
like,
want it with your
she's
name
like,
on it?
wow, that has
Wait.
your name on it. You already know I'm taking it.
Bro,
Wow.
just like write your name on that one and give that to her.
That's
then.
what I was thinking.
Boom.
Embroider
Yo,
every name
that's some,
on
That's
every
some
one.
high IQ plays right there from Carson.
Yeah, exactly.
But she said when I go down to Toronto, she's gonna take it and then give it back when she comes back for Christmas.
Don't do it. Get a decoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fake one.
Yeah,
I was asking
well-
you to buy another one. Can I get an extra one?
Yo, we had a great experience though for that. Me, Adam, and Carson got to drive with Mike Moore, and it was a journey.
It was
I
a
saw
journey.
that.
It was really fun.
What'd you
It
guys
was pretty
do?
good.
Just
We went and picked up the sweaters.
We went and picked up the
Yeah.
sweater sales.
and we came back.
What kind of music does he listen to?
He actually listens to political radio. Which
wow.
Was, yeah.
Okay. That seems fitting.
He stays
That seems
informed.
very fitting.
Inform Mike Moore
Well, he did work with news.
for a long
right,
years,
sorry.
yeah. And then Adam, we made Mike miss his turn by talking too much. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking and he just went straight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he's
supposed to go.
talking
Yeah, that was funny. I guess.
Yeah, it was pretty fun though.
I guess the last thing we need to talk about is our next show that we're doing. That's going to be on dmpcc.ca, which is
CA.
the
Oh, the
late
late
show
show
in the morning. We're actually on air for that. Me and Carson are.
I will be the guest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm one of the main hosts.
You need to tune in for that one.
It's
I'll
going to
be
be
a
a
guest.
wacky, fun, exciting show from what we're planning it to be.
Something like you've never seen before.
Something like you've never seen before. It's gonna be good.
Mitch
and
is,
something like I don't think they've ever produced something like it.
Mitch is directing it,
before.
too.
I'm directing
Mitch is
that
directing
one.
it.
Very excited because I don't know what I'm going to be directing. It's like very loose and open, which is like I think the most fun I could have directing.
I think that's the perfect thing for you as well. That's just
Well, it's
what-
challenging.
Yeah.
Instead of
can't-
just
you can't
doing
mess
the
up.
easy camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, it's like I have to tell them, yo, move that camera. That will look funny or something. Like,
Yo.
Yeah.
I got to be into it.
We're also using the jib arm this for the first time this year.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
we'll be swinging that thing.
Like I don't think we've used it yet this year, have we?
I don't think so.
Big gibber.
No. So which is going to be like really cool, like especially for like the shots you can do, like the sides and the ups and downs and like just the whole.
Like, what do you mean the sides?
Like you go like with the whip from like left to right.
Oh, okay. I think like put the camera on its side.
You know
I
what?
think we should
Can
describe
do
what a
that?
jib
I
is, though,
don't think so.
to our viewers.
You know what, Mitch? That's on you. Describe the jib arm.
A jib?
What is
Yes.
the jib arm?
Okay, a jib is a big arm. So pretty much someone holds it at the back. There's two people usually running, right?
Yes.
So there's a big camera on top, and you move it. It's almost like a big gimbal that you can't really move.
What's a gimbal,
I'd say
Mitch?
it's more like a crane.
Yeah, more of a crane. You
Yeah.
push
like
and
a
pull.
small
And
crane.
it goes in. And what do they use it for? Like mostly like commercials, like big.
Well, like everything uses it.
Yeah.
It's just like those cool shots that will like come in and like go way up or something.
oh
yeah.
yeah, in the
You know,
air.
because you can get the camera like 8 feet in the air,
Yeah.
and then you can also like bring it all the way down, like to the ground. You can swing it all around.
Yeah.
I've seen Game of Thrones use them a whole
You-
bunch. In, like,
Oh
the
yeah,
behind the
like big
scenes.
movies use them a bunch.
Yeah.
Like news studios use them a bunch too. Like you know when the news starts and like the camera comes in right
Oh
on
yeah,
your
from like the
newscast.
roof almost.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just for the angles, right? I
Oh,
also
very
feel
cool.
like it's the best thing about like the jib arm is the variety of shots and like just the amount of like you get 360 of everything in the shot. You can do
Yeah.
a full on thing.
Honestly, I just think it's fun to whip that thing around.
It's really fun.
It is.
A little
How
bit
much
dangerous.
Are they though?
A jib arm?
Like say I wanted to buy a jib
You can make a jib arm.
You can make it.
You
Yeah.
can make them out of like 2x4s.
Yeah. Well, it's basically.
I mean, it'll still cost you money for like
Well,
the
yeah,
wood and like
yeah.
all the parts, but like yeah, you can make one.
you can make
won't be
one.
as
I don't know
good,
how
but no.
efficient it would be, but it'd be cool.
I've
It would
seen videos
work.
on YouTube. I was thinking about making one year, but then I was like, where am I gonna put this?
Well, it's
So I
a
never
really
built
big
it.
space. You have to have
Display item.
an open area to use them, right? So.
Yeah.
Yo,
But they're neat. They're
what
neat.
was I also going to talk about? Oh, I feel like, especially for this podcast, I'm going to. So I'm for all of you that don't know, I'm the main editor of this. So this one especially, I'm actually going to show you guys visuals of what we're actually talking about because we're describing stuff. So it might be
Nice.
actually beneficial for us to actually show what a jib arm actually is and what it does.
Let's see it, Dennis.
guess.
I'm pumped now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll need some kind of footage.
Be on
of
the
that, though.
lookout.
I'm also going to put
We'll
in
do a
the-
reaction to. Well, me and Carson will sit down reacting to Dennis's editing.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm also going to show the nacho cheese wipe because we kind of just explained it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like say like a big yellow screen. If actually show the footage because we have the Remembrance Day footage now. It
Just
actually
do a
recorded.
nacho cheese wipe on the video.
I could,
Right
yeah.
on
Yeah,
this.
good.
Boom.
Yeah.
Throw
Yellow
that in.
thing,
Little
boom.
description.
Yeah, bang.
We don't have too much time either, so
And we
you
got
better
chips. You can dip it in our.
What do you mean you don't have too much time, Mitch?
We're pretty much ending soon. We're
Oh,
close.
are we?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh man.
wow, on the
Spent all
wrap
our
up
time
already.
talking about Don Cherry.
I know.
It's a good
Big topic.
though.
Yeah.
It is a very big topic.
Oh, we also. I'm just gonna touch on this quick. We also did some fun shoots for our doc, right, Mitch?
Oh, you
Oh, we
guys
did.
did, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
we
I was
did.
there too.
The
It
water
was pretty
shots.
fun. Yeah, it was cool. So
Yeah.
look out for that coming out soon.
Especially
it's
when we
gonna be really
found
good.
The Adam found the food coloring.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was really
That
cool.
was good. Yeah, we have some really cool shots. So
was really
our doc's gonna be good. Everyone, watch out. Staying afloat. It's coming
Yeah,
out
we're
soon.
gonna create pages and everything.
Okay. So,
All right. Anyway, we're heading off, guys. So we will see you later.
Sign out in Spanish.
bye.
I don't know how to do that. Okay. See you guys.